Good day, beautiful people. Today I want to share what I call a thought for today. But before I do that, let me first give honor and praise to the Most High. Most High, thank you. Thank you for another day and another opportunity to witness your love, kindness, mercy, patience, grace, long-suffering, your joy, and your people. We give you honor, and we give you praise and glory for it. Now, let's get back to that thought for today. What it is something that came to mind in reference to Halloween. So the question is, what does serving other gods mean or entail? Focus, Halloween. Now let me put a disclaimer out there. This is for Christians or for Bible believers or for Isolale, Israel, God's people, or for those who are sincerely pursuing a relationship with the Most High. Now, let's look at the definition of service first. Service, a noun, the action of helping or doing work for someone. Now, millions are involved in voluntary service. That's a part of the definition, by the way. So, let's remember that the Most High assigned specific duties to His people that were to be carried out throughout the land by His people to not only keep His sanctuary, the physical temple, but also to keep His human sanctuary, our living temples, or bodies. Now, read Leviticus and compare some of those duties then to what some of us do even now, just in our own kitchens. And also keep in mind that a lot of those duties were in preparation of special services and holidays that were to be performed in honor of the Most High. Now, let's look at the duties that are required to perform certain rituals or certain requirements for certain other deities and non-biblical holidays. For instance, what are the requirements for the service known as Halloween? Okay, well, you must carve out a pumpkin and set it up in the window or on your doorpost or in your yard. You must put up your other idols or decorations associated to that service all over your home or up for others to see and gaze at in awe of its spectacular, creative, captivating appeal, right? You must do what some would say, dress the temple or sanctuary of the deity being represented according to its reverence, its honor, its desire, and its representation. That sanctuary being your home. Well, what does that look like, and what are some of those idols we're talking about? Does it look like your house possibly appearing like the neighborhood's haunted house of the year? Well, I'd say so. Do those idols perhaps look like makeshift coffins, the Walking Dead, demons, tombstones, jack-o'-lanterns, witches, ghosts, and goblins? I mean, what do those things represent, if you really think about it? Could it be a certain form of worshiping the dead, or the ancestors, or death itself, or even worse, evil itself? What are the other requirements or rituals involved with Halloween? Okay, well, there's the performing tricks or giving of treats, telling horror stories instead of deliverance stories, egging or tissue papering people's homes, glorifying the darkness of this world instead of the light of it, or even worse, acting out sacrifices and horrors and actually attempting to get away with it. Is this hitting home yet? If your home represents a sanctuary, what does that sanctuary look like? What is on the table of the Most High in your home? A centerpiece representing life and blessings, or a centerpiece or idol representing death and curses? So now that we've asked those questions, what does service to the person who established these rituals look like? Well, simply put, it is the unified and voluntary participation in perpetuating these rituals that defile the holy sanctuary of your home and your temple body. It is the unified and voluntary act in participating in the work put forth in keeping these rituals and memorials and holidays involving this defilement going. It's you buying into it. It's you buying jack-o'-lanterns and ghosts and things and putting them on your lawns and in your homes for show and representation of honoring something God hates. And if you really think about it, it's you placing a monetary sacrifice of your hard-earned money into the economy of that said memorial. You know what? It's also having the feast in honor of it. A feast in honor of the dead or of the deity behind having you do whatever the Most High hates and has actually asked you not to do. I must interject here a word in Psalms that says, "Raise your children in the way they should go." Okay, enough. You're putting a damper on harmless fun and decorating. One would say. Stop spoiling innocent fun. Listen, guys, I'm not trying to take anything away from you. In fact, most of you will ignore this post and move on. And I get it. We all have our own lives to live. I'm just shedding light on the things we do as a collective that we should all reevaluate if we say that we are attempting to serve the Most High instead of the most evil. Now back to that definition. If the work or service you're doing in reference to a holy day is not a work or service the Most High wants, respects, or honors, who then is the work or service for? Yourself, his enemy, or both? A question worth not only digging into, but finding out.